does it work? And that's all you need. And this, it's ugly as sin, but it should work. Hey friends and neighbors, this is Chuck out at Sheraton Park Farms. Welcome back to the farm. It's a beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Look back through there. It's a beautiful fall morning here in northwestern North Carolina, and we've obviously hit our heads. So the other day, Jamie from Seven Stands Farm and myself went to look at, if you can believe it or not, we went to look at some pigs, and we're gonna buy them. And what we're buying is we're buying 2 purebred Duroc boars, and these guys are absolutely gorgeous. We're going to be sharing them, so I'm going to bring one of them here to our farm. Jamie's going to take one to his farm, and we also are going to buy today 14 feeder pigs. 14. So what we're I think Jamie's going to take 4 of them. I'm going to take 10. So what we're going to do today is we're going to work on getting a training pen set up for this boar, because we think he's trained, but we want to make sure. We don't want to lose him. So we're going to work on getting a training pen set up for him. We're going to work on setting up our paddock for our new pigs. Different breed. I think y'all going to be interested to see this. We're going to set up our paddock for our feeder pigs. We're going to go get them, unload them. It's going to be a full day. So hang out with us for a little bit. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I'm actually recording the beginning of this video at the beginning, so I don't know how long this thing's going to be. But anyway, hang out with us for a little bit. Let's see how this deal goes.
Hey.
Mr. Pussycat.
Hey, hey.
All right, so for our new boar, and so both of these boys, so I just talked to Jamie, and there's 2. One of them is about 8 months old, and the other one's about 1.5 years old. And the 1.5 years, of course, is a little bit bigger than the other one. So he's going to take the smaller one for now, and we're going to take the bigger one for now, and then we'll trade. Somebody needs to swap out and need a different boar. We're going to get the big one, long story short. So what we're going to do, and I forgot where I was going with that. These boys are fairly, our understanding is they're fairly trained and well behaved and all that kind of thing. Whenever I met them, they certainly fit that bill. So what we're doing, this is a mess. What we're doing is we're going to put the boar into our cattle loading chute just to train him. Just put a wire in here for a couple days, just make sure he's good to go. So what we were going to do, we were going to come in here and line the walls with some pig panels. Son, I don't think we need to do that. I don't think there's nothing to do. We'll close this back gate back here. Well, I don't think we're going to need to do that, because that gate goes slammed to the ground. And we got these cattle panels up here on the upper side. Feeder here. He ain't gonna go through that. He's too big. But famous last. That's exactly right. So we're gonna, what we might be able to do is take that red gate right there. We'll test it and see. Swing it around to where the green gate is right here, and we might be able to give him all of that out there too. Give him a little bit of grass right there. Wouldn't hurt for him to eat that junk down. But anyway, so we're going, I think we're going to just pull us a quick line in here just to give him, a little reinforcement on you don't want to touch that wire kind of thing. And it's going to work out good, ain't it? It's be all right. Okay, so let's put, yeah, we might be able to use that as a, yeah. Pull a water line out here. Yeah, we can work on that. That might happen. Okay, all right, we're gonna throw some wire up here and get this set up. We're gonna need a name for this guy. Well, we got 2. Jamie's is gonna need a name, or we'll figure that out.
Sarah's good at that.
Sarah's good at that, yeah. All right, let's get some wire put up. Look.
I don't know if it's just hard dirt or what it is.
You want to go on the outside of this thing, or?
I'd like to turn one of these into a drinker, or try to anyway.
Okay, so here's what we've kind of ended up with. We've got our posts kind of lining the cattle working area, and then we've just pulled a wire on the inside of the area, and no reason why pig should get out. I mean, I don't think he will. If he does, he's not gonna go far. We got pretty good perimeter fence on this part of the farm, but I'm gonna try to use this cattle feed bunk as a feed station for him. He may end up pushing that thing into the wire, and if he does, that's fine. We'll just move it out of the way and bring some bowls in. We're just gonna try this. So as I was walking around putting the wire in, I was kind of thinking in my mind, you know, this is not ideal. This is not ideal, but daggone it, I think too many times those of us that are trying to farm, we get this picture in our mind, and I'm bad for it. I'm terrible for it. We get this picture in our mind of how things should be. And we picture, you know, these bucolic, beautiful farms that, you know, are picturesque and all that kind of BS. But it's not about, is it ideal? Is it functional? Does it work? And that's all you need. And this, it's ugly as sin, but it should work. I mean, we're going to electrify this thing. We're going to have this pig in here. He can't get out. He's going to learn, if you don't already know, in about 20 minutes not to touch that wire. And when he gets that part figured out, we're home free. We got a trained pig that we can put in with a group of sows that's ready to go. So, you know, don't get caught up in the ideal. Get caught up in the functional. All right, we got her all done. Got the wire pulled around. We still got to close the paddock in. We'll back the trailer up and just unload him right here. And then we got us an energizer set up. Sandra tested it. We got 7,000. So if he's aware of electric, he'll know to stay away from it. If he's not aware of electric, he should learn pretty quick. So a new little boar training pen. Next on the preparatory agenda, we've decided we're going to try to run these feeder pigs across our creek in the woods. Now, I don't know how this is going to work, but I think I'm going to have to borrow Jamie's trailer after a while. He don't know that yet, but I think we're going to have to borrow Jamie's trailer. He's got a trailer that sits a little higher off the ground than what our stock trailer does, and I think we can put the trailer, the tow bar on the tractor and just pull it across and then unload over here. But first thing we got to do, I don't know if y'all can see it on the video, there's an old pine tree that's fell across the road up there. So we're going to go up there and clean that up, get that out of the way, start dropping some posts in, pulling some wire. We're going to use a pump to pump water out of the creek up to the pigs. Still got to figure that out. This is a lot of just on the fly. Like I've told y'all before, I have no idea what I'm doing. I appreciate your confidence in me, but we just try to figure this stuff out. So let's get over here. We're going to cut this tree up, get it out of the way, start dropping some fence posts, and get this area ready. All right, let me walk across here and kind of show y'all. We lost a little battery life somewhere right there in the middle of all the moving. I can do this without, that's slick. I can do this without falling here. So first off, coming through this creek before everybody loses their mind, this is solid bedrock right here. There's a little bit of silt right there, but it's solid rock under that. This is what you see. And we were even up here kind of scratching around and moving stuff, and you can see right here we pulled back some moss and organic material off of the solid rock. So I mean, it's very solid in here until you start up this hill. So we got the pine tree cut up, moved out of the way. That went smooth. That went really good. The problem is when we get to where that tree was, there's so much leaf litter, organic material, it is really, really soft. I'm afraid I can't get the trailer up in here and get the tractor turned around and get back out safely. We could wrestle it in here, I think, but I don't think it's going to be safe. And with a load of pigs, we're not going to take that chance. So we're going to back up and punt a little bit. Not a loss at all. We can now get up through here with the side-by-side and buzz. There's roads all over the place up in here. We can get up here with the side-by-side and buzz all over the place. We can get up here and cut some stuff up and some dead fallen and some stuff that's on the ground and get some firewood. So not a loss at all. We've cleared the path. Just didn't get done what we wanted to do as far as getting pigs in there. But I think what we're going to end up doing is we'll back the trailer up here, and I think we're just going to unload here. We're going to have to clean a little bit, clean us some pathways out to pull some wire like we normally do. It's going to be uphill. That's okay. Get a little more chainsaw work in here because there's a bunch of fallen stuff. Clear some paths. Not a big deal. These are small pigs. They're about 10 weeks old, so they're not going to need a lot of space. This will just get us a spot to drop them for today, and then over the next couple days we can kind of work our way back up into the woods, to the left, wherever we want to go. It gets steep, y'all. The camera doesn't, I don't think the camera does a good job showing it, but it gets steep back over here. Not so bad this way, and that's probably the direction we're going to go, is back to the left. But anyway, we're running out of time. We're supposed to meet Jamie at the farm where we're picking these up at 12 o'clock, and it is 11:04. So we're running out of time. So Jamie's gonna kill me because I'm not gonna be ready, but that's okay. We'll get it worked out. All right, let's get out of here and go get these pigs. Show y'all what we're buying.
Hey, whoever that is up there, that's your wife. I wish mine could find.
Hello, babies. My goodness, look at y'all.
What do you think?
Ain't they pretty?
I told you they was pretty.
Hey.
That one, I think, 7 months old.
Yeah.
It's March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. 8 months.
7, 8 months old. Yeah.
Okay.
And the other one's about 18 months old.
Okay.
This is
Hello.
nice.
Hey.
They ain't nothing but pets. They were show pigs.
Hey. Hey, good. Hey, good. Can you walk on a leash? Huh? Hey. Come on. You got any feet?
Yes.
Turn your head around there. All right, jump up, jump up.
Good.
You too.
Good.
Go ahead. Get your big butt in there.
That's awesome.
So these are a couple of Duroc boys. We'll talk a little bit more about them when we get to the house. But 18, what do you say, 18 months and 8 months?
Yep.
18 months and 8 months.
Yep. 18 months and 8 months.
So me and Jamie will kind of split the use on these. I think the big, am I taking the big one home with me?
Yeah, you're taking a big one home with you.
Yep, I'm gonna take the big one. He's gonna take the small one, and we're gonna put him. We may go ahead and put him in with Hamlet and Pea Pocket and Tank. See what he does. We're gonna train him first. I set that cattle chute up that we've got there.
They look good.
Yeah, boy, they look real good.
I just
Got them
think-
loaded, and we. Sonner left my camera in the trailer, but Jamie had his camera, and his dad's been recording, so But we got them in here. We'll get the house and get a better look at him here in a few minutes. Him's a good looking pig.
Yeah, they are.
They're real good looking. And the breed they are, man, all them pigs need to just feed the devil out of it.
I never tell it, to be honest with you.
So they're a cross. Yeah, they're a crossbreed.
Yorkshire, Hampshire, is that right? Or
Chester White.
Chester White.
Yep.
Good God.
Yorkshire. Let's see.
Or Hampshire.
Yorkshire or Hampshire and a Chester White.
And that Chester White, I've read that goes back.
Yeah. Kind of like a Baldy. You know, Baldy's not a breed.
Right.
You know, that's exactly what these are. It's just a cross. What color you get?
Oh, we did that.
Look at her, she's got.
We got our new boy home, and by the time we got home, now we're in the rain, so we just hooked the New Holland up to the stock trailer and backed it up here and unloaded him. And he's in. He's not. I don't think he's used to electric because he's got into it a couple times, but now he's standing real still, so it's like he's afraid to move. But should be easy to train. But he's a good looking boy. Looks real good. He's touching the wire right there. There you go. That scared me.
You know, he's a little darker red than the younger one.
Yeah.
It's just age
I don't know. It could be.
or bloodline or something.
He's darker red than that younger one, but he's still not as dark as that girl that you've got. Yeah. There's the fence. I jerk every time he touches it. It scares me to death. So we got him in here. We got him a little. I put him a little feed out. I've got that pig or that cow bunk over there, but I need to get him a bowl. But for right now, this is gonna be fine. And we're gonna bring a water barrel down here and set it for him. He's nervous. I mean, he's very nervous. He's touched the wire a couple times. He's gonna be super easy to train because he's avoiding that wire at all costs. He's very guarded right now. So we're just gonna leave him. He's got shelter. He's got feed. We're gonna give him a little bit of water. And we'll just let him train in here for a couple days, get used to this wire, get used to us. I think we probably need to get some apples and give him a little treat and kind of tame him up a little bit. Part of that may be he's just nervous of being in a new spot, but tame him up a little bit. We'll put him in with some girls and see what he does. But man, good looking pig. I mean, he's a good looking boy. All right, let's show y'all what else we got. All right, so here's the rest of our motley crew. Most of these are blue butts, and my understanding is a blue butt is either a Yorkshire or a Hampshire that's been crossed with a Chester White. My first experience with these, we bought all these primarily as feeder pigs. Sandra found one little girl in here, I think she's got 16 teats, that she expressed maybe a little bit of interest in maybe breeding later on. Who knows, time will tell. I also got this little Hertford looking barrow. Gonna feed him out. And then there's another little Hampshire back there. It's got a kind of a bum leg. So we're gonna nurse it back to health. I mean, it looks good. It keeps up with the crowd. We've got some piglets up top that have got a little bit of leg injury. So I mean, I ain't worried about it. We'll just monitor it. We're not gonna put these in with any of our other pigs now. We're gonna sequester them by themselves just to make sure everybody's healthy. Everybody has been wormed. So we think we're okay, but again, we don't want to, if somebody's sick, we don't want to pass it on. Oh, that's loud. If somebody is sick, we don't want to pass it on to the rest of our herd. So I think based on it being kind of late in the evening and change of plans on where our paddock is going to be, these guys are going to spend the night here. So I'm going to get a little bit of hay, put a feed bowl or two in here. They'll be fine. As you can see, they got plenty of room, shelter. We're going to put some feed and water in here. We'll put some hay in, and they should be just cozy as little bugs in a rug. So we'll see how everybody works out. But man, these are good looking pigs. We're going to feed them up, See if we can fatten them up. Hey, buddy. All right, so we've kind of ran out of daylight, and those pigs that are in the trailer, we put them a big bunch of hay in there, added a feed bowl and a water bowl. They're good to go. Our new boar, added a water bowl to him, added a little feed to him. So everybody's good to go for tonight. They're tucked in, and we'll work tomorrow on getting, especially those little pigs, a little bit more of a formal setup. One thing I wanted to mention real quick, and I kind of alluded to this just a few minutes ago. Anytime you're buying animals and bringing them onto your farm, it is a good idea to sequester those animals by themselves and quarantine them for a period of time, just to make sure that everybody's good to go, nobody's sick, nobody has anything contagious, because you don't want to infect, you know, your whole herd on your farm, your swine, your cattle, your sheep, your chicken, whatever it may be. If you're bringing those animals from another farm, just put them away, watch them, monitor them, give them good care, and make sure everybody's good to go, and they should be fine. So, but anyway, like we always say, please, we got a lot going on, and it can be trying on the nerves. So please keep us in your prayers, and may God bless you and your families. And we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.